Hi everyone, welcome to Stamping Flair. My name is Rochelle Lead-Smith. Thanks for joining me today for the first of my series in my birthday class series. So I'll have four in this series. So every 2 weeks, starting today, we're going to be creating birthday cards. So I'll just give you a moment to hop on and say hi to me. Happy New Year. This is the first of my lives this year. I have taken a little bit of a break uh, with Christmas and New Year. I just had some family time and please say hi to me. And if you're watching on YouTube on the replay as well, please just let me know where you're watching from. And it's great to have you here. Hi, Alana. Happy New Year to you too. Great to have you. I hope you are doing well. Uh, so we've got a brand new catalog. If you haven't got your catalog in the mail, if you have purchased from me, hopefully by now you should have received your catalog. There was a bit of a delay with Stampin' Up did have some postal delays. So if you haven't got it, just let me know and I'll try and find out what's going on. I know there was a delay though. So this is our mini catalog, and you would have also got a Sale-A-Bration catalog. Excuse my very raspy voice. I have had this I hadn't been well, and then I had quite a bad cough, and I think it's lingering. And you would have got a Sale-A-Bration catalog as well. Now, everything in this catalog are free products, so you can't purchase them. So every $90 between the 5th of Jan and it goes through to the 28th of February, you will every $90 you spend, you can earn a free product. So there's no limit. That's all the pages in this. There's products at the $90 range and the $180 range. So just a little bit about that catalog, which you would have received. If you would like a catalog and you already don't have a demonstrator who gives you one, please let me know and I'll get one out to you. So today, just a bit about the birthday card class series. I will be sharing with you ideas, 4 cards today, and they might not necessarily say happy birthday, but they will be suited for birthday. So sometimes they might have other wording, but you can always swap it around. And I will be using some new, some old products, just so you can mix and match. You can use products you have. You can use paper you have, stamp sets you have. If you are a newsletter subscriber of mine, you will get all the tutorials. So the 4 tutorials, you will receive that in your next newsletter. If you place an order of $90, you will automatically qualify for a free Sale-A-Bration product. You will also qualify for my tutorial bundle this month, which has tutorials from many demonstrators around the world. If your order is over, once it reaches 90, I will also send you the pack of the kits to make the 4 cards we are making today. So it will include your card bases, your envelopes, any designer series paper, and some embellishments to make those cards. You will need your stamp sets. I can't include those stamped images for you. If your order reaches $150, I will include a full pack of these embellishments. Now this is how much I've been using them a lot. This is a brand new enamel dot essential. So once your order reaches $150, I will include a full pack of those embellishments for you. So let's get to it. I will switch it around to switch the camera around. Excuse me. And we'll go through the cards. Some are a little bit simpler and some will be a little bit more involved. If you have any questions, please ask me as we go along. So the first card I am going to be doing, I'm going to be using some paper called I'm going to be having a white card base, but you would have seen me using this beautifully happy paper quite a stamp set quite a bit, and I'll show you this gingham paper. I call it gingham. It's got a proper name. Yeah, it is country gingham. In there, it's in this country floral lane suite. So that suite comes with 2 lots of paper. So we'll be using that country gingham paper on this particular card, and we'll also be using the Regency Park Designer Series paper, which is some 6x6 paper, just a little bit of it. And I wanted to show you, it's lots of florals. I haven't got the accompanying stamp sets and dies yet. That's coming up. I'm spacing my orders out, as you need to do sometimes. And then the other side is more, you would say, some are plain, but some have lesser color, I would say, and simpler patterns. So that's the Regency Park paper. So what I have done is I've pre-cut this. You'll get all the measurements and things in the tutorial, so don't worry too much. I'm going to be using part of this stamp set, or this stamp image, and I will bring in my piercing mat because it's a photopolymer stamp set. And I'm going to get my Tuxedo Black. And we'll just stamp this image in Tuxedo Black. We've had family over from Queensland at the moment, and we've been busy every day doing lots and lots of activities. Our son from Townsville is here, and got 2 little grandsons, 5 and 7. Here, so it's been quite hectic. It's warm weather. Melbourne's been pretty good to us with the weather. Next, I'm going to bring in Balmy Blue. What I did, I'm picking up some color from the paper there, and just trying to tie in. Now, this is a 2-step stamp set. So basically, you have an outline image and the inner image, so that the flowers, you can basically color it in with 1 stamp, and then the leaves, that fits in there, and that flower, you can stamp that image in, and those little greenery will fill that in. And then you've got some dots and a little bee and things like that. This stamp set is a freebie. It's free with a $180 purchase. So it's a tier 2 stamp set, or a tier 2 celebration product. The easiest way with 2-step stamping is get your head right over. So I may get in the way here, just trying to get my image directly or even. It's a bit forgiving, this one. It doesn't matter if you just get it a little bit out. It's just that type of a washed look. But just get your head right over, and then you'll get a cleaner image. Then we've got these leaves. And when you're trying to fit in something exactly over, it's better to lay your stamp down and then pick it up with your block, so it doesn't move around and change the shape of it when you're applying it to your block. I'm going with, I wasn't sure whether to go with soft succulent or shaded spruce, because the outline of these leaves are shaded spruce. But let me do some soft succulent. I'll be off there, I can tell, but it's all right. I would go back there just to fix that up a bit. All right, the next one I'm going to go is with that stamp, which is that. The cards so far I have made with the full image. You would have seen. If you haven't, just check it out on my blog. Or I've been putting it on Facebook as well, if that's easier. So that's my image all colored, and the back of it as well. Yeah. So you saw how quick that was to do. So you could do multiples of that very easily. Now, I've got this bit of the Regency Park paper, which I'm just going to mat onto some scrap Night of Navy, which I had. And I know it's floral against floral, but I didn't mind that. I just thought, and I might bring in some of the designer series paper again to see whether we can do some fussy cutting with this. And bring in some of the petal pink. So that's got a bit of petal pink. And that's got some. You can mix and match some designer series paper or images. Okay. I actually haven't, I'm sure the dies that come with this would cut out this, but I haven't got them yet. So I'm going with fussy cutting. Actually, because I haven't checked them out yet. So they may or may not, but it seems to be one of those papers that look like they would. I hope all of you had a good Christmas and a New Year. We're already like into week 3 nearly. It's flying by. In a couple of weeks, I've got, if you have watched me take part in the Great International Craft Show, that's coming up in a few weeks' time. So got more creative inspiration. Those classes are all free, the live classes. So that's another good thing you can watch. Just trying to see whether I can match some of them up in there. Sure, I think there's a, while I think about this, I'm going to check this out. I think there's a punch with this. Did you catch the launch which we had last weekend? That was a marathon. I still haven't checked out all of it. I probably checked out 5 of the demonstrations, and I got so busy. I've got so much to catch up on. There was so much inspiration there. Did anyone catch that? It was huge. It was like 3 days worth of it. It is a punch, so that's even simpler. You can do lots of things with that. I particularly like the tips that everyone has. You learn a lot from those tips. Everyone has different ideas and time-saving ideas. I think that's what is so handy. You can learn so much from different people. This class may take a little bit longer than an hour. I did say an hour, but some things I want to show you from scratch. So you can always, if you are time poor and unable to watch it at the same time, you can always catch up the replay. That's fine. And I'll cut another little one. Just always good to have a third. So then it kind of blends in with my paper as well. You know me, I like my layers. And I might cut some of those blue leaves as well, those balmy blue leaves. They look cute. So with Sale-A-Bration, shopping is one way for you to get some bonuses. Hosting, you can host a party at home or host an online party. So with sales over 500, over 250, you start getting Stampin Rewards. But once you hit like 500, you're going to get other rewards during Sale-A-Bration and earn more. And there's even more with the join offer as well, which I've put up. You can get even more. So that's a really good offer as well. There's 3 offers with the join offer. So Stampin Up have really given you lots of choice there. I know fussy cutting. I kind of had this cut in my head, but I didn't like recreate it. And I thought I'll do it as I'm going along. So that's why I'm doing the fussy cutting now. Yeah, and then that ties in with the blue flowers. That's nice. I like it. I got one there. All right, so that all works together. So my card making took a backseat for a couple of weeks. It was madly getting Christmas done and New Year's and all that. That gingham's nice. Do you like the gingham? Do you I particularly have a fondness for gingham paper or gingham ribbon. And then we're just going to glue that on. Then I'll bring in some dimensionals, stick that down. I still have to put a sentiment. Okay. So this one does have a birthday one, but it's like a 2-part sentiment. So the sending happy thoughts can be by itself. But I think if you put it sort of goes, it's sending happy thoughts for a very happy birthday or for a feeling better kind of day. These other ones you could do by themselves. The kindness matters. Thank you. You are easy to love. So we'll put the sending happy thoughts. I've got my Night of Navy. So I'm just going to get a scrap. You can do this on some scrap. Oh, that didn't stamp. The stamp was a little bit off my block, so I didn't think it will stamp properly, but it's not too bad. Now, for a die, I did bring some dies along, and I'm just trying to work out which one I'm going to use. Okay, now here we are. We have got some stylish shapes. That might be okay. Or a thinner one. Let's try the wider one. Okay, so I'm going to be using the big machine, but I'm going to show you this new machine. This is on the machine, the mini machine, which is in one of our, it's a sneak peek of a new in color that's coming up, which is boho blue. And this is one of the ones you can get with the join offer. It's the join offer one, and you will get this with cutting plates, everything. It's the mini machine. It's a very pretty blue. We had the opportunity to purchase this last month, but you can get this as part of the join offer. And I will post that up later, but I want to do a separate video on this, but I'm not going to use it today, guys. I don't want to use the cutting mats, but I'll use my large one. But that's what you can get with that. So it's a great opportunity for you to get that machine. It's so boho blue is going to be one of our new in colors coming up. But I do have new cutting plates for my old machine. That's a bit exciting. I said that machine was my gift to myself for Christmas. I think the little one. I already have a mini machine, but well, if it's in that blue, we have to get it. Hi, Fiona. Good to see you. How are you? So nice to have new plates. So when I get new plates, now this will be always my bottom plate, and I'll keep that my top plate. Just a little hint how I use my plates. So maybe we'll do sending happy thoughts there. And I said we had these little dots here somewhere, which is here. Let's do something with them. Maybe we'll bring in a shaded spruce in here, just because. I'm stamping off, so we just get a bit of a lighter color of shaded spruce. And I will put one there and two on this side. Just to, sorry, two on this side, I should say. So two on my left and one on my right. Then I am going to add these extra flowers here. Yeah, I'm doing well, Fiona. I'm just sounding a bit croaky, but I'm not doing too badly. I can't get rid of my silly cough. Thanks. I'm just really tired. The kids are tiring me out. They've got so much energy. And I'm using some mini dimensionals. So we have these, and we've also got black dimensionals if you want to use under sort of darker cardstock. That's available as well. And then we'll add our little leaves. They're easy to lose. I can't grab this little one. It's not. Here we are. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue and just tuck them in there. So those balmy blue leaves will match up with our flowers. And now we have to put our sentiment on the inside. I kind of covered that up, didn't I? Sending happy thoughts for a very happy birthday. That says for a very happy birthday. And then I'll do that in Night of Navy as well on the inside. Imagine if I do this upside down, goodness. Okay. Let's put a few little of those shaded spruce dots in, just some, just to decorate that side. And for the envelope, I am just going to, maybe we'll use some of that other paper. I didn't show you that. It comes in those colors. And we want the balmy blue. It was a different passion though, I think. Yeah. I really like the mint macaron one too. Easy to disregard that sweet, thinking it's like very Valentine's kind of sweet, but it's not. It has a heart, but it's very floral, so I think it's not. I don't think it's Valentine-y. And I'll just do that. So we've got that's taken a little bit longer just because of the fussy cutting, but thanks for being patient. And so that's one down. Sending happy thoughts for a very happy birthday using the Beautifully Happy stamp set, and that's our free celebration one and some other products. So make sure you get that, sign up for my newsletter so you can get that tutorial for that one. So that's, oh, we forgot some little dots. Let's put some embellishments. Now, these dots come with Night of Navy embellishments, so that really works well with our little, with our card. So, I really like that Night of Navy, stands out. So that's number one. The next one we're going to do is a card. You would have seen me do one with the Enjoy the Rhythm stamp set. Now, this is one of the first stamp sets I bought, just because we're a bit of a music family. And it's a great guy one. I mean, you can use it for girls, but I think it's really easy to make guy cards. Oh, thanks, Fiona. Sienna said it's beautiful. I like that paper. It's just sometimes nice to have different papers to one hand. So the Enjoy the Rhythm stamp set, it's got the happy birthday. It's I love this. It's a bit cheeky, and I think it suits my partner Adrian very well, troublemaker, because he's always getting up to some sort of mischief. So I think that's going to be on his birthday card this year. And it's got the keyboard, drum set. That's the one I'm going to be using the guitar today, with masks. And so again, I have got a basic white card base. And we are going to be stamping our guitar. I might actually clean those stamp sets so I can use my blocks. Sometimes I forget that I need the blocks again. Yeah, so this is a great like guy one, and I like someone said it's good for teenagers too. Sometimes a bit tricky to make for teen cards, isn't it? No, my words don't match up. I just, at the end of the day, I count my stamps and I don't worry whether the words are matching up. I'm a bit lax like that, not real fussy. All right. All right, so we've got a little guitar, electric guitar. And I have got basic white matte, and we'll stamp that in tuxedo black. And I'm just going to create like a little pattern. Not it's a random. So generally when I do this kind of thing, I'll start in the center and outwards, because then it's easier to fill in your gaps. Then I've got some my real red stamping blends. I'm just going to use the dark one. I'm not going to do too much shading, but just for the outside of the guitar. So yes, I'm coloring all of them in, but they're not too crazy. You could do the eclipse technique, and where you just take one section and color it if you can't, for something a little bit different, and then you don't have to color all of them. But I just like this look. And it doesn't matter if you do, like I didn't fuss whether it went like tiny, a little bit out of the line. Ultimately, when a card's done, you won't really notice all those bits and pieces. I mean, we have the color lifter, which we can use. So I'm just going around. I mean, change these colors up to what you like, and maybe to favorite color of a child or someone you're giving it to. And that's the last one. And then I've got like just a little bit there. This not skin tones, and natural tones colors. So I picked something woody. I've got a bit of a mix I was working with. Not sure which one I'll use. But that looks okay. So that's a medium. There's two mediums. You might suddenly hear kids' voices. They're just coming back from the beach. It's been a hot day in Melbourne today. Crazy hot. We went out for ice creams before. The ice creams are melting, like before we could even walk down the street. So you can see that that's fairly quick to color in that the guitar itself. Have you guys purchased anything with Sale-A-Bration? Have you already earned any of the freebies? Or when you look through the catalog, what's your favorite? Do you have a favorite one that you got your sights set on that you want? Maybe I'll go a light color. Not sure, that might be too light. Oh, that's okay. We'll just, that's medium light. Sometimes I replicate a card. I can't remember what I've used before, so I just go with it. Right, okay, so we've just done like some basic coloring there. I'm going to bring in real red ink, which I've got here, and a blend, what do you call them? A blending brush, couldn't get the word. And I've just got some scrap, like copy paper. Just making sure. And what I've got my, I thought I'll use my mask for this. Now, all you need to do is, I'm just using that line. You can use a piece of, if you don't, this is the Artistic Mix mask. You can use a piece of scrap cardstock for this. It doesn't matter. So this is real red. Just take it off a bit. Oh, thanks, Fiona said I did a great job for the color inspiration challenge. Yeah, I enjoyed doing that. It was nice. Thank you. So I'm just going, creating a bit of a random pattern, moving this around. So that's why I said you can use a bit of scrap cardstock. You don't have to have this. So you a bit of an abstract look. So I haven't reloaded my blending brush at all. But I think it just creates that fun look, which goes with that guitar. And something down here. Yeah, that'll do. Right. The next, so we've got our background pretty much done. Now I've got a piece of red, real red cardstock, and I have the seasonal labels dies. So now, this is the label. Like, there's a lot of labels in that set of dies. It's part of it. Remember the Christmas one? It's still going, but it's a Christmassy one, which has the stamp set that goes with it has a lot of Christmas sentiments and things. But I'm just using the die. So how I store my dies. Now I store my dies separate to my stamp sets. Even if they're coordinating, for me, it works better. And I find that I get more use out of my dies than storing it with the stamp set. Because when I'm looking for shape, I can just go straight to my dies. And a lot of our dies, they can be used by themselves without the stamp set. So then I just go straight. I have my labels stored right in front of my, so if I have a box of dies, anything like this will be right at the front. So if I have a sentiment, I just go straight to the front of my dies and I'll just look for that. I'm just going to get my plate, which is just around the corner. For embossing, which I need. And I'm going to emboss this with, just to add a little bit of texture, with the timber embossing folder. And it just gives something extra on this card. And I'll run that through our die cutting machine. So you can substitute anything you've got, any other dies, any label type of die to work with this, what I'm doing at the moment. And I want to cut this in half, or a third and a half kind of thing, because I'm going to create so I'll have one sitting on this side and one sitting on that side. All right, so I've broken up that label, and then we'll use our happy birthday. I haven't used the birthday one yet, I don't think. Oh yes, I have. I just haven't put the label on it. And I've got some black cardstock, and we'll do some heat embossing with white. So I'm just gonna use, this is Versamark. For heat embossing, you need Versamark. This is a gluey ink, and it's clear. You can see that. And then I will pour, I tipped that out because I didn't know whether that was white or clear. All right, let's get our gun. Our heat gun. And I'm just going to heat it for a few seconds. The bee's a bit dodgy, isn't it? Probably should have cleared that before I did it, but that's okay. Let's see whether I can do some damage control. Just make it look like a bee. That's not too bad. Ideally, this is done before you heat set it. But these things happen sometimes. Okay. Let's see whether this one would work. Because I changed the sentiment to my original card. So yeah. Okay, so this is the double oval punch. I'm just going to glue them there. Glue it in place first. Prior to doing that, I have got a piece of this designer series paper. I'm going to show you the actual pack. Now, this is a pack I got as a gift when I went to On Stage, which was a Stampin Up event last in November. I was going to say last month. No, it wasn't last month. It was a while ago. It's called Party Like an... Oh, it's like an animal. No. Now, put it this way. I'm not an animal print person at all, but I like this. So it's foil on one side and more muted on the other side. So it's just plain in that sense. And so that's the paper. See, that's nice. Like it really, and even that looks nice. So if I had the catalogue and I had to choose, I probably wouldn't have. But I'm glad because I'm using it. And because this is going to be a matte layer. Now, when it's, I don't fuss with doing this kind of stuff if it's just cardstock. But if it's like a specialty paper, my suggestion is to take a die and cut out the center portion, right? So you can use that on something else. Don't worry about my messy dies. Just ignore that. So basically, I want that to layer on that. So if I could go even bigger than that and still be fine. So I'm going to die cut that and save that portion for another card. I said with regular people do, but you can do it with regular cardstock. So you can cut whatever shape you want. You can punch the shapes out if you want. You've got that for later. I only need this. I've got real red marker, a Stampin' Right marker. You do the same thing when you're using gold or silver, Fiona. Yeah, it just saves because it's a little bit more expensive kind of paper as well. So you want to save your money. So now when you use, this is a water-based marker. it's going to just color that outer section and resist that silver. So then your silver is going to show through. My marker is running out. I've had these for years. I'll show you what I did. I did do it with blends as well. But your thing with blends is blends will color that silver to some extent. Because it's an alcohol marker. That's the difference. I don't need so much. So I'm using this to coordinate with my card, basically. So this is something you can do with this paper. Anything that's silver and you're not restricted. You can spritz it, you can sponge, like brayer it and things like that, or use blending brushes and things like that. So it's resisting that silver. And then just take a tissue and I'm going to pull back that color and it's going to show through the silver more. So it's going to pull the red back off that silver. It's just another way to use that paper. So I'm just going to make sure that's it. So that looks, I'm happy with that. And now I will put my two sections there. They both look the same, both sides. I'm putting it right to the edge of that specialty paper. And we will then I'm going to put my dimensionals. Just put a couple here. And then we can stick our that onto our card base. Now for the outside, I'll just do a bit of this, what I did before. And then I'm going to stamp the guitar just in black. You can color it in. Just for time's sake, I will do this. And I'm going to show you how it looked with blends as well. How you can change it. But it doesn't resist as much with blends. There's something very simple there to finish off that card. With that. Now, this is one, I didn't leave too much of a border. I left more of a border on this one. Now, I did this with blends, but I don't think the blends, when you wipe it off, it doesn't wipe off as well as with stamping white markers. So, but you can do that, and it'll still give you that same effect of coloring the black back of that in red. So that's our second card done. Oh, we should put some dots there. Let's try and match up some dots. We should make them red, I think. Let's color our white dots red. Let's use the dark red one. So I'm using my blends. I hadn't put any embellishments on my previous one, but I think it's nice. So because I'm matchy, I'm just coloring 3 of my little white dots in with my dark stamping blend. Then I'll just go over it again, give it a second layer. So you'll get a full pack of this with a order of $150. You'll get the make and takes with your order of $90. And that will offer is available until Sunday, so end of Sunday. So you can place your order still then, so you have time on the weekend to select what you like. I know it's really busy on the weekdays, and it's really hard sometimes to get through the house stuff and all that kind of thing. The next card I'm doing is using this cute little set, Adorable Owls. If you're into cutesy stuff, this is one you're going to want to earn. It's a Sale-A-Bration freebie, and it is on page 4 of the catalog, and it's free with a $90 order. And believe it or not, I haven't cut my cardstock for this, but that's okay. We can wing it. So we've got, I've got a card in mind. Oh, I've done the card, I just haven't cut my cardstock. But we are fine. I tell you these things because you can plan as much as you can, and then you make some stuff up. Now the paper I'm going to be using for this is from that Country Floral Lane Grid again, but it's the other lot of paper, which is it's the Country Gingham, Country Floral Lane paper. Now this is 12 by 12 paper. So you get the two, one 6 by 6 lot and one 12 by 12 lot in that pack. So I'll show you the paper. These actually punch out if you wanted to. I love this little bike page. Really, it's very soft. So as I said, it's Valentine's, but it's not really. It's much more than that. So just bear with me while I'm just getting my stuff organized for a second. So this is the paper we're going to be using, and I'm going to cut it at I think 7.5 by 11.8. And then we need a white. Oh, sorry guys, knocked you over. 7.9. I think that's right. by memory. And hopefully it doesn't match. No, I went the other way. Never mind. I've got another piece. You can see what I do sometimes. My brain. 7.5. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Yeah, that's better. 11.8. That's better. All right, we're done. That's pretty much all I needed. So that side's pretty too. They're all pretty. These have got, they look like little dots, but they're actually hearts. And we'll just stick that down together. That would be nice, like, I don't know, it just makes me think of chocolates, that particular paper. It has that look about it, I don't know. And then I've got this bicycle paper now. I'm calling it bicycle paper. And I'm using, you can just cut those strips, you know, and use them as borders. And that's what I'm going to be doing. So I just want that teeny little bit strip up the top. So place it on your trimmer just there. So you can get that. So what I have now, got a bit extra, I can trim it down. It's beautiful colors, this paper. Then a cute little border. Okay, now we have got our little owl. I'm going to be using that owl for our stamping today. I'm just going to cut this up so we don't need such a big piece. And stamp him in black. They're cute. I think I've got black on my hands. So now I've got a range of stamping blends, which I'm going to use to color this owl. I brought my color lifter as well, just in case, but we may be fine. So I'm going to start. This is light smoky slate. I'm going to color the eye. And the legs, or the, let's see. Now again, I'm using like a mix of the natural tones stamping blends. They are good to have if you haven't got them. Maybe just you could collect them bit by bit. So you get them in a pair generally. The only ones you don't is like, I think the color lifter comes by itself. So when you get, if you place an order of 90, I will provide the card kit for you as well, apart from you getting getting a choice of a Sale-A-Bration item. You'll get the card kit. You will get any large die cuts, like any labels that I've used and things like that. You won't get like things that come in a bundle or anything like that. But generally, if you didn't have to stamp, I will include those die cuts for you. The larger ones. Because sometimes you need to stamp and then die cut, but most of the times today I have been able to die cut first, so they'll be included. Just checking my colors. I wanted the darker one there, so I've kept it pretty like a natural tone. But you could have a purple owl, it doesn't matter. Tracy St. Louis did a beautiful card using this owl set during the mini catalog launch with some clouds, and I thought it was really brilliant what she did. Check it out. It was really sweet, and gave it a little bit of a magical touch, I think. All right, now I'm going to go back. That's done, and then we'll fussy cut it. Now you can stamp it on a circle, and then you won't have to fussy cut it. But I liked the look of it like this. When you're fussy cutting, move your paper in lieu of your scissors. It gives you a cleaner edge. Especially when you're going around like circles like that, like the top of its head and things. So fussy cutting is done. He's going to sit like that. I've got some red ribbon. Well, you might have seen it's part of a combo, which is part of this suite with the paper. You'll get burlap and red. The burlap, I love it, and I reckon I'll need another roll because but it's a combo, so I have to buy both. But this has some lovely stitching on it as well, so you can see on the edging that is nice. So I'm taking my tear and tape, and I'm going to just put it right on the back there. I press it down, and then it tends to help the back come off better. Sometimes that's a bit stubborn, or it brings out the front with the back. Then how I center it, I'll place it where I want to go, the ribbon, and then attach it like that. So then you don't have to waste your ribbon by having it go wrap right around your card. So now I am going to put some dimensionals on this and stick it down. Who's loving the owls? Is that one of your favorites in the Sale-A-Bration catalog? Now, picking It's Your Day. Now, this can go for a birthday, or you can use it for, it can be anything really, but it's a birthday class. If you want to put happy birthday, you can. Try to stick with same tuxedo black. And then I have got my Stylish Shapes dies again. If you haven't got this, if I had to recommend any of our dies, like I'd go Shapes, Layering Circles, Stylish Shapes. Those are must-haves, I think, if you're sort of looking at die cutting and where to start. These basic shapes are perfect. You can keep reusing, and you get a lot of use out of them. Okay, so I'm going to place my sentiment. Maybe I'll cut these down. It's a bit wonky, but I'm leaving it. You get the idea. And then we'll put I'll just over, it's like it's holding the sign. With its wing just right over there, and we'll tie a bow. Take a glue dot. And our little dots. Now this is my favorite, I reckon, out of this. I like, you can use the white. I'm going to use the crumb cake. It's not, we don't have too many like crumb cake embellishments, and I love this. I think they're so cute. So to finish off, let's finish our little envelope. I'm going to try to pick an envelope out of my box. Okay, because it's 12 by 12, I do this. The 6 by 6 doesn't fit on this back of the envelope. That's why I don't do it. Make sure the hearts are going the right way. That's not right. Either they're upside down or vertical. That's the problem with the directional paper. You've got to make sure when you're doing your envelopes or making boxes and things, make sure you're doing it the right way. And I would probably put a little slip of that inside the card, but I'm not going to do that now in the interest of time. But you can see that is quite cute. It's good for kids card as well. Let me know what you think. Whether you like that. Will the owls be on your list of on your hit list with the snap set? You like the card? And for our last card, we are getting there, people. Thanks for sticking with me. Normally I have everything die cut and things, and I thought, no, I wanted to show you something. So this one's a little bit more involved. So I did do some stamping and die cutting, but you may have seen this card. I'm going to show it to you because you may have already spotted it on my website. We're going to be making this. I'm going to be showing you how to do that. I have done it for the Around the World on Wednesday blog hop. It's just going live in 3 minutes. So you will see it up there. So you're getting a sneak peek. But I'm going to show you how I created this and what some tips on how to do this. I'm using the Thanks a Bunch stamp set, which is also a free Sale-A-Bration product. Your tendency is to think it's an Easter. Oh, my tendency was, I don't know to think it's an Easter stamp set. And yes, it can be used with those cute bunnies in a Sale-A-Bration catalog. Not in the Sale-A-Bration, in the mini catalog. But it is a really, really sweet stamp set. Again, a 2-set stamp set. You've got the main image, and this gives those little lines on the carrots, and you've got the little leaves. But I think I haven't done, this is the first card I've made with that. You can, I think, create some nice backgrounds with that. So this is on page 5 of the mini catalog, and it's free with a $90 order. I've seen some lovely cards done with this. So think outside the box a bit on this one. It's more than what just as you excuse me, see what hits you as you see it, I should say. So excuse me, we have got my voice is giving way. Give me 1 sec to just slip out and get some water. I said my assistant wasn't here today. Cassidy just gone to work. Normally she'll bring me water. Okay, so I'm using some fresh freesia, Old Ollie, Pepper Zazz, soft suede, and pumpkin pie. I've also got Mango Melody ink refill. So for our card base, it's a basic white card base. Hi, Jay. Sorry, I'm on a live. Oh. Yeah, that's right. All right, and then I'm using some Dandy Designs Designer Series paper. Oh. So I use this paper. This is a bumper pack of paper. It's another Sale-A-Bration freebie, and it's at the 180 limit, but which is not normal for our designer series paper, which you normally get it free with a 90. But it is huge. You get 48 sheets of 12 by 12 paper. So you're getting all this paper. And I really like the colors. It's very summery, spring kind of. I think it's got that Easter tones. That's lovely. And just fresh and pretty. So I'll do a variation of that card. It's probably not going to have heaps. I had done, it was a bit of a fully loaded card, that one. But I'll share with you what I've done. I know here we are. I've pre-done my carrots and things, but I want to show you how to stamp it. Now, when I cut paper, I generally cut it at 10 by 14.3. I cut all my mats and have it ready. So maybe we'll try the other side of the paper, just for something different. Now, I will give you all the dimensions for this as we go along, but you can, I'll give you a proper measurement. I'm just going to cut this a little bit smaller. I just want to see how that looks a little bit, how that works. So 7. You can see I wing this sometimes, so I just don't, I do a lot of eyeballing when I create my projects. So we're going to get the very best trio punch. Now, this I think sometimes may have been easily missed in our annual catalog. So this, you just place it right on that right angle to get you that edging for that tag. Now what I did then, you get those corner edges. I've then gone in again, but you want, I've got some glue or something there. It is a bit different, so that you want it to marry up on that side the same, if you know what I mean. So if you do it like that, your scallop or the edge is going to be different. So flip it around so it's on the other side. And then you'll get the same shape. So first thing I'm going to do is get my fresh freezer and use a blending brush and just add some blending here. So again, matching up my designer series paper. I know it's fresh freezer. It's already given me a color combination, and then I just match up like that. Then I've got to use that again. Then in this stamp set, you get those little, they're flowers. They're actually there for that two-step stamping. It stamps on them, but I've just used them like little dots. Me and my dots, and I'm just adding a little bit of texture there. I've got my soft suede ink, and I'm going to be using the Quiet Meadow stamp set. Now this is an older stamp set we have. Good to mix and match some things. I'm using that just script, the font that's there. I just like that to give some texture. Not sure about the Fiona. You said you're not sure. Is it about the carrots? Or is it about the owls? Not sure about the stamp set. I just saw your comment. So I'm just gonna stamp off, and the actual font, if you see, it talks about a garden and wildflowers. So it's kind of matches up with our little carrots. The carrots, yeah. I know what you're saying, because initially, like, it didn't grab me. But as I've looked and I've worked with it, quite like it. I get you. Sometimes you do have to see things made with it before you like something, or you see it in a catalog. It's not quite your style. And once you see things made with it, then it's different. Or it's like paper sometimes. What you see in the catalog might not be until you get it in your hands, and then it just looks different, or it is different. Okay, so I've already fussy cut these carrots, but I am just going to show you how I stamp them and how they are. So I'm using pumpkin pie. Okay. Again, carrots, you can make them turnips, like the purpley ones. You can have different colors, or parsnips kind of thing. And then I will use soft suede to stamp those little bits of the detail. Again, two-step stamping, get a head over it as much as possible. It's easier to line up like that. All right. Now, I have stamped and done this. It's the same. I've got 3 carrots, and I've got 2 leaves. Oh, I've got 4 carrots. I didn't even realize. There you go. And I've got 2 leaves, so I'll stamp 1 leaf to show you how that works. And sometimes as you work with the stamp set, it changes your, you can get more ideas. It's hard to tell. Okay, leaf. Let's see. Okay, so for the leaf, I'm stamping it per pizzazz. And the detail in old olive. So you can see you don't need to color it in. It just, it's pretty much does the hard work for you. I've stamped that off, but you don't have to. I can see this going wrong, but yeah, was just not quite over it. Didn't have my head quite over it, I should say. Just gonna fussy cut that leaf, and and I always say with things like this, if you don't cut it exact, it doesn't matter. It's a leaf. No one knows what the person who's getting it doesn't know what the original leaf looked like, or the original stamped image looked like. I think it's a bit of near enough is good enough kind of thing for this type of stuff. You don't get 2 leaves exact, like in nature. All right, now the easiest way I find, I just add a little bit of glue here. And then just add a bit of glue. You can use Seal if that's your preferred glue, whatever you like. That's the easiest way to do that. Next, we're going to add our little some masking, which was on the original card, with some embossing paste. Now, it has been a while since I used embossing paste. It's a fun little addition. And I've got Mango Melody here, just a refill. So you only need a little bit. So embossing paste comes with this little silver thing. Keep that though. It's just the bit on there. Keep it on. It just keeps it fresh. And soft. And then just put a bit of Mango Melody there. I made it quite bright, just to go with that card. Generally, I mix it in little, but I didn't mind this color being quite bold, just because my carrots are bold. Okay, so I've got this is again the artistic mixed decorating masks, which I've just added like that. I'm doing this card last week so I can wash this embossing paste after, but generally as you use it, wash it as it comes off if you leave it, but it's easier for you if you wash it soon after you use it. I'm using a silicone mat that helps the process of cleaning up, and it's good when you glue too if you use that. And wash your masks and any tools you have used. These are palette knives. They come in a pack of 3 with your embossing. It's for your embossing. So I'm not exact here. It's just good to add some texture. Gonna leave that aside for a minute. Now, the next thing I have is a strip of it's another bit of this design, Dandy Designs Designer Series paper. What happened when I first did this, I cut this bit off, and I wasn't quite happy with the shape of that label. I just thought it looked, I first did that, and then I did this, and I didn't like that corner. So I then wanted it a bit straight, but I still like that little bit of edge, and I didn't want to waste it as such. And I wanted to make it straight again. So this is how this came about. And then I added a contrast piece, and then it kind of still had that on it detail. I'm going to cover that mess with my finger. But it's just a matter of, I just didn't want to work on the whole thing again. And it's just, and it creates something different. Right? And I just added that just as an extra. And that was that. Now, I'm going to bring in this. I'll just set that aside just for a minute. It'll dry quick, but I just wanted to leave it aside. This is that burlap ribbon. And it's got, again, that nice stitching, white stitching on it, which I think it adds some lovely detail on it. So this is for our little, I guess, the ribbon on the end of the tag. I'm cutting a bit extra. I had a little bit of this left. So this is the easiest way I found to do this. And so it's like a bit of a full way I'm doing it. So just got a little bit of, this is the in color twine. You get it in a pack of 5, which is Parakeet Party, Sweet Sorbet, Orchid Oasis, and I've gone blank. Where is it? Tahitian Tide, and there's one more. Starry Sky, that's the one that's missing. And just tie a knot. So we're just wanting that to come together in the middle. Alright. So that's not doing, it's not really done anything, but I'm just creating the look that it's been, the ball has been tied on there. So then I take about 60 centimeters or maybe 50, and 50 centimeters, and cut it, do a double bow. So cut it in half and tie a bow, and it's probably very much extra, but that's okay. I'd rather have that than me fiddling. And then I'm going to tie that here, right? So now there's a lot of stuff going on there, but we will cut that down once we assemble. Now the next thing I've got, there's a few bits and pieces to this, is a piece of craft cardstock. You get this like 20, I think there's 20 sheets in a pack. It's very cost effective, and it lasts, you can get a lot out of it in one. 20 sheets last a long time. So it's a good little addition to your paper stash. I'm just going to use my stylish shapes again, and I'm just die cutting a very a small little circle here. You can see. I'm just going to cut that off. So if you're joining me late, just to recap, this class this is the first in my series of birthday classes, birthday card classes. So the next one is in a couple of weeks. So with this, I have an ordering special until Sunday night. So you can place an order till Sunday, or if you want me to order it, just place an order. Please give me a call or email me, whatever's better for you. So currently during Sale-A-Bration until the 20th of Feb, you're going to get a free product with every $90 you spend. And plus you get a tutorial from me with a tutorial bundle. Now, I am going to give you the card kit for these 4 cards we made today with that $90 order as well, with orders placed until Sunday. Orders over 150, you're going to get the embellishments we've been using today, a full pack of them. So with this die cut, I'm just folding it in half. So you'll get a full pack of those embellishments with orders over 150. It's still a bit wet. I might heat set that a bit. Not sure whether that, I've never tried heat setting it. Has anyone tried heat setting it? I don't know whether it'll do a reverse on me and go melty. I don't think so. This thing's pretty so take advantage of that. If you have an order that you're waiting to place, it might be an idea if you want to, or if you need help, like if you're looking at starting in paper crafting and need some ideas where to start, let me know. I'm happy to help you. I'm based in Melbourne, but I can assist you no matter where in Australia, or if you have any queries anywhere else, that's fine. I can help you. That's kind of okay. It's just that thick bit. Now, because of the embossing paste, it is a bit tricky to stick this. So start with the back because that's pretty, that's going to stick. Oh. All right. And it's just that the embossing paste, so that's done. Now, in hindsight, I did try glue dots and it took a bit longer as well. The liquid glue was not cooperating very well when I tried it. So let's see whether this is a bit quicker. Yeah, the tear and tape is better for that. So different purposes with the glues work. All right. Okay, let's stick our carrots down. We'll stick one down there. I'm going to cover my little runaway bit of embossing paste there. Little ones. I'm looking for my little dimensionals. My mini ones. Never mind. We can cut these. So okay. And last one. Use every part of your dimensionals. They're good. They're my favorite. Like, I tend to use heaps and heaps of them. All right. Now, so we've got this, all right? So this is going to just be like, I've got to add it like this with a glue dot. So it's just a mock bow in that sense. So I'm not looping it through anything. We're just going to stick it like that. Oops. And this is Parakeet Party, the twine. But even though I've used like Pear Pizzazz, all the greens kind of balance out and match together. One of the loops went away. I don't know where it went, but it's gone. So I think I pulled it too much. Which one can we pull and make it just one loop? That might be easiest way than trying to find the second one. Because it's always tricky. So that original had two. All right, now we'll stick that down, assemble, and we'll do our sentiment. So now the sentiment I have planned is love you. Now it's not a birthday sentiment per se, but I know you could give it. I think it's cute for a child or someone who is maybe gardening or I think it's a nice sentiment. But you pick your sentiment. But I just thought it was a sweet sentiment to give someone you knew. The sentiment, I kept it very easy. I didn't do any die cutting or anything like that. I just used some scrap basic white cardstock and my soft suede. So these strips I just cut when I cut my mats and things like that. That's all I do. So I'm stamping it right towards like the top of a piece of cardstock. I'm cutting around it. And then I'm going to match it onto this craft cardstock, which we used before. So it kind of, it will match up with our tag. And then again, I'm just going to cut around it, keeping it fairly simple. So really, apart from like the carrots, cutting, like fussy cutting it and all that. This card is not too bad, like it's quite quick. You can skip the embossing paste if you want to make it a little bit quicker. And then I just added it like that. And again, I will go with my crumb cake. So you can embellish with your paper. That 12 by 12 paper will make like how I showed you previously for the envelope, like this. Just quickly do that. And well, let's compare the two cards I've done. I like doing this with my designer series paper. It just makes me use it up, and it also makes for a nice envelope, an extra nice envelope to match up. Definitely consider these cards for your Easter cards with the bunny. That bunny is a punch, and that's gonna be a winner, I reckon. So, which paper? So 2 different backings. What do you prefer? What do you think of the carrots? Do you like that? This guy's come off a bit. I might stick him down a bit. Oh, I have forgotten to take the backing off that. That's what I see. So that's the 2. That's our previous one, and that's the one we just made. So let's bring in the 4 cards we've got today. So the first one we made was this, with the Beautifully Happy stamp set. Let me turn this paper around. It looks nice and neat. Beautifully Happy stamp set and the Regency Park Designer Series paper. That was our first card. And the next one we did was our Enjoy the Rhythm card. So I'm trying to give you a bit of cards for guys, for girls, and kids. And so you have a range that you can make and have ready. And maybe you can put that in your birthday organizer kit, which is available. That's a great little kit as well, which is there. So then we had our little owl. I really like that little one. And I love that with the little paper. I thought it was quite sweet. And our carrot card, which we just made. Hope you have enjoyed those 4 cards. I will send that kit out. Place an order with me of $90 by Sunday, end of Sunday, and you will get those kits with the designer series paper and any ribbons that I have used to enjoy and create. And sign up for my newsletter to get the tutorials for all 4 cards that will come through to you this week. All right. I appreciate your time, and thank you for taking the time this evening to share with me. It's been a while, so it has been really good to be with you. I will be back next week for my regular live, and in 2 weeks' time, I will be doing another class with you, sharing 4 more birthday cards that you can enjoy. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. And catch you soon. Bye-bye.